All right, here we go. This is the last thing for the 2019 school year, the last topic. Woohoo! All right, on page 27 of your packets. So the last thing we're doing, since we've added derivatives, subtracted them, multiplied them, you've had a power when it's more than just x. And now the last thing is called the quotient rule. So quotient, again, just back from the days when we talked about this, just means dividing. All right, so you are given two functions that you are dividing. Doesn't matter what they are, it's f of x, g of x. The derivative, now this looks complicated, but there's like a thing to go to help you remember this. Okay, so what you do is take the low, so the low function times the derivative of the high, low times the derivative of high minus high times the derivative of the low. Okay, so this is what this is. This is the low function times the derivative of the high one. So this means like the top and bottom. So the derivative, the bottom times the derivative of the top, low d high, minus the high function, so the top function, times derivative of the low function. And this is all over low squareds. So instead of moving a function up to the top of the equation, or the top of the function, and having to do a negative power, we can just do as two, dividing things. So it's low d high minus high d low over low squared. So that's how you remember it. Low d high minus high d low. So the d always indicates that you're doing a derivative. So when you do this, this would be your high and this would be your low. All right, so when I do this, I go low, so I just leave it like it is, times the derivative of the high. Well, the derivative of any number is just 0, minus, so it's low d high minus high, which is 2, times the derivative of low, so 2x, all over low squared. Now, if 0 is involved in this, I don't expect you to do a whole bunch of cleanup. If it's basic stuff, you can absolutely clean this up a little bit. So if 0 is involved, what do we get? We get 0 here, so those would cancel out. So that times that is negative 4x over x to the 4th. Now, yes, we can simplify this more, but the idea is that not about doing the simplifying. If you wanted to simplify this, the x's would simplify. One would cancel out from the top, one would cancel out from the bottom. You would have negative 4 over x to the 3rd. What I really would be looking for is something like this. If it's very basic and easy to simplify, then yeah, go ahead and do it. What I mean easy and basic is 0. Or multiplying a negative 2 times a 2. That's not so bad. All right, the next one says use the power rule. Power rule is when we just take, I'm sorry, I didn't read the one above. Quotient rule means the division one. Power rule just means do the exponents. So exponent times that one. And then subtract one from this exponent. So negative 3. That's all. Quotient rule, tan x. Quotient means we're dividing two things, and from a lot of stuff we've done, tangent is sine x over cosine x. All right, so just a reminder, the derivative of sine is cosine. Again, I'm going to give these to you, and cosine is negative sine. Okay, so because we're going to have to do each of these at some point. All right, so the derivative of differentiating this is, so it's low. So low times the derivative of the high, so derivative of sine, so another cosine, minus the high value, and times the derivative of the low. So derivative of cosine is negative sine over low squared. So you can simplify, clean up just a little bit. I don't expect you to do a whole bunch. Over cosine. Now we could simplify a little bit more, but what I'm looking for is here. If you wanted to simplify more, you would do each one divided by cosine squared. So that would be, so I would either be looking for this, which is totally fine, or divide each one. Would you'd have 1 plus sine over cosine, so tangent squared x. But really, I'd be looking for this one. All right, so let's see the homework. What I would like you to do is do 2 through 8 even. On page 27. So 2 through 8 even, so it's doing the quotient rule of low times d high minus high d low over low squared. And then I would like you to do on pages 29, 30, and 31. I would like you to pick, let's see, let's try, I would definitely like you to try the matching. You don't have to do the long way. Definitely try the matching one. So look for key things in this. So difference quotient, limit there. Product means multiply. Power rule, I just went through. Chain rules, when I didn't really give you the form. The chain rules when we do the derivative of the outside times the derivative of the inside. I'll help with that tomorrow. Otherwise, I would like you to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Besides this, pick 6 problems to do. I will post the answers tomorrow, but otherwise you have your practice test for Thursday to do and your test on Friday. If you need help, need stuff to check in, come get the practice test. I'll have it all ready for you Thursday. Bye.